Good morning, everybody. How are you doing, Marina? That would help to hit that button.
Yeah. Is it our 10? No.
This one.
All right.
Nope, not that one. We're trying to get us in the big box. Where's the big box button? You see, we've got this thing here, so we can control what goes across on
Well, now they can't see the radar.
the web.
They can't see what we're seeing.
Yeah, we need to see the radar here. Let's go to this one. Hey, how about that? Perfect. Look at that. Meteorologist
magic.
Jeremy Baker here and meteorologist Marina Neuman. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Doing all right. Stormy morning out there.
But glad to be here, bright and early with you.
And you can see there's our traffic truck. I believe JJ's in there. The roads are wet. If you haven't gone outside yet, left for work, give yourself some extra time, especially San Antonio eastward. Right now we're getting hit hard here at the Ken's 5 studios. But the storm's moving pretty quickly to the east, so give it an hour and they're out of here for San Antonio.
If you want, we can start, just kind of diving into this and zooming in a bit.
All right, I will step out of the way for you here. All right.
Oh, you
And I'm going to see if I hit the right button here to get the right one up there. Nope. There we go.
All righty,
We'll go with
here
that
we
one
go. All right. So right now we're taking a look at what's happening on your radar. We're following that line of showers and thunderstorms. You can see it's all the way up to Waco and even down really there close to the Rio Grande. So this is what we're following. Long line of storms moving quickly, crossing I-35 right now. We're going to zoom in a bit here because we do have one severe thunderstorm warning that right now is in place until 7:45. And you can see it is just starting to hit the San Antonio downtown area, crossing I-10 there. 410, if you're in that 410 loop, you are going to start to see some of that heavy rainfall, some of those lightning strikes on your morning commute. If you're up early with us, heading out for work. Bernie also dealing with that. Seeing the tail end of it there in Bernie, though, as that storm is moving very quickly. Last report from National Weather Service had said that the storm was moving at about 45 miles per hour. See if we can get a report on that. Precipitation rate, we're seeing about an inch in the last hour. So we are seeing those locally heavy rainfall pockets, and that's something that we're going to be dealing with at least for the next, about a half hour as the storm system continues to move through. But
We're getting some reports of a screen glitching, so we're trying to see if that's on our end or possibly you guys at home or the cable. It could be because of the storms also. Keep that in mind too. Everything looks okay over here, so maybe the storms that are doing that to you. Jordan Rodriguez was saying that, and so was Ari Johnson.
alrighty. Well, that severe thunderstorm warning gets in place for another 15 minutes there, and we can see just how many people are under that right now, counties that are dealing with that, and we are looking at Fort Hays, southwestern Blanco, central Kendall, northwestern Bear, and is it Comal counties?
Comal County, yeah.
Comal counties, all right.
A lot of people love to float the Comal River up there too.
All right, I'm still learning the Texas names, but
There's a lot to learn. I've been here almost 8 years, and there's still some names that I don't know either.
But we are looking, okay, National Weather Service is saying that it's moving east at about 40 miles per hour. So previous report had said 45 miles an hour, slowing just a little bit, not much. Again, the storm is moving very quickly. So taking a look at that rainfall, this gives us a good indication of the precipitation that we've seen in the last hour. And while we are seeing that heavy rainfall, you're probably hearing it. We're hearing outside right now in our studio. We're not getting that threat for flash flooding just because the storm is moving very quickly. So while some areas are seeing about 1.5 inches of total rainfall in that past hour, you can see those pockets there. Bandera, anything where there's green, Lake Hill. Let's see, can we get any closer here? Bandera, Lake Hill. We are looking at 173 mile marker. It's unfortunately not allowing me to see any town names there, but anywhere that we're seeing those areas of green, that is where we're dealing with the locally heavy rainfall as the system now moves out. So we've seen some areas that have gotten less than 1/2 inch. Some areas have seen about 1.5 inches, but very little flash flooding risk. Going ahead and taking a look at one thing we are dealing with, though, is those wind gusts. Ooh, this is cool. 47 miles per hour right now. That was the last reported wind gust in San Antonio. That's the downtown area. So very strong wind gusts. Make sure that you're putting trash cans away, Halloween decorations, anything outside. National Weather Service had warned we could see damage to roofs as well as some tree damage because this is very strong wind gusts. And unfortunately, this isn't the end of it. We're going to continue to deal with that wind throughout the rest of the day. But check this out. I thought this was very cool. Maybe you guys will enjoy it as well. So this is a cold front that's moving in, and when you step outside, you're immediately going to feel very cool air, and you can actually see that dark green, that's showing all the cold air that's moving in, and it's pushing out that hot, humid air that's been over us for the last few days. So while it's 81 in Stinson right now, we're looking at Lackland Air Force Base, 68 degrees, 64 downtown San Antonio. Boerne right now, 55 degrees. Very cool right there in Boerne, 55. And then we're looking at Pleasanton, 81. So very warm, but that cold air is moving in. You're really going to feel it first thing heading out the door this morning. So definitely grab a jacket. You can see the 24-hour temperature change here as well, where that cool air, it's moving in. Rock Springs dropping by 11 degrees. Temperatures have been actually warmer for George West, 6 degrees warmer there, but that cold air is moving in, and we're really going to feel that temperature drop. One last thing before I let Jeremy take over. I also thought this was very cool. We've been dealing with that hot and humid weather, and this just shows the dew point temperatures. So to the west, you're seeing brown. That's Lubbock and Midlands and Amarillo. They're all dealing with very dry air, and that's the dry air. That's the line of dry air that's now pushing in to South Texas, and it's going to cool us out. We're not going to be dealing with that hot and humid weather as we head into the rest of the week.
That's a big difference with those dew points. That's
I know.
For sure.
And I was really excited to see this, geeking out a little bit here. But I will let you take over, talk about what's in store for the rest of the day.
Yeah, most of the day is actually going to look pretty good there, too. Thank you so much, Marina. And by the way, I had a comment for you. I just saw it. Josiah Haven said you're doing it great with the names Marina.
Thank you.
There you go.
I appreciate that.
So nice of you to say that, Josiah. Awesome. And we hear now that the feed is good, not glitching. So Ari Johnson said he hates panic attacks, but he's going to stay updated. That's good news that you're keeping this on here as well. All right, let's get into more of your weather here. These are future wind gusts. So the wind, right now, of course, the storms are the big story. During the rest of the day, the wind is going to be the big story. You can see here, look at the clock in the corner. That's 10 o'clock this morning. We've got wind gusts in central and western sections between 30 and 40 miles per hour. So we will have the sunshine, but the wind will definitely be howling today behind that front. And there's the afternoon, middle of the afternoon at 3 o'clock as a lot of kids get out of school. Wind gusts easily over 30 miles per hour for most areas. Sustained winds about 20 to 25. And that's all out of the northwest. And those northwest winds are what's bringing in the cooler temperatures and also the drier weather. And the wind gusts by midnight tonight, if you happen to be up late, you'll see those in the 10 to 20 mile per hour range and continuing to die down beyond that. And here's the surface map. You can see that cold front. It's pretty much here already. We've cooled off in San Antonio quite a bit over the last hour. That's at temperature in the last hour, 77. We've actually gone down to the 60s now. And we're going to continue to see those temperatures drop for a little bit before sunrise and then bounce back up, and not nearly like what we saw yesterday. And the humidity will be out of here too. So that cold front, even though it's bringing the storms, it's going to bring us a beautiful few days. And you can see where the storms quickly develop just south and east of the Texas Panhandle. Most of the severe storms were north of us earlier in the overnight with straight line winds. Now they're down here, but you can see it's moving very fast. So once that cold front pushes on through and the cloud line retreats, we're going to see plenty of sunshine today. And here's your hour-by-hour forecast. The clock in the corner starting about at 5:30 this morning. And so that's really just about right now. We have the rain on top of us, but as we head through the next couple of hours, there is 7:15, the worst of the storms east of San Antonio, so eastern counties, say Floresville up towards Gonzales and LaGrange. With that, you'll be seeing the rough weather there, but that's the end of it. And then as we head towards the afternoon, by noon, it's all out of here easy. And we have plenty of sunshine, and temperatures are looking pretty nice in the upper 70s and low 80s for daytime highs. Hill country, only the mid 70s at best, so really nice. If only we could just get rid of the wind. We will get rid of the wind tonight into tomorrow, though. There is Thursday morning, a crisp start to the day, upper 50s and low 60s for temperatures Thursday. And we're going to look at the rest of the forecast, and here it is for you. So we've got the northwest winds at 20 to 30 today, 79 degrees for a daytime high, 78 on Thursday, so tomorrow pretty much the same as today. Still plenty of sunshine and still kind of windy as well. Still breezy on Friday, a little cooler, 76. Of course, a lot of you are looking ahead to the weekend. We're looking great for Halloween and pumpkin time. High temperatures of 82 on Saturday, Halloween itself 83. So for trick-or-treaters, most likely in the low to mid 70s, depending on when you head out the door. And when I was a kid, I think we started trick-or-treating when it was dark, but now kids start in the daytime, which I guess is safer. Monday, 81 for a daytime high, and then the next chance for rain out until next Tuesday, only a 20% chance, and a high temperature of 79 degrees. So that's your 7-day forecast. I'm going to bring Marina back in here in just a second once we get back to the radar. Also, we're going to be popping up on Ken's 5 Eyewitness News this morning, probably in about 5 or 6 minutes, so we'll still be on here, but we're going to have to do a little something for our newscast. So you'll get to see that when they call us for that in just about 5 minutes or so. So Marina, I will make way for you to get back in here.
Ooh,
you can hear that thunder right on top of the Ken's 5 studios.
All right.
If you didn't get a chance to take a bath, if you're working here, just go outside.
I promise I did shower.
Hopefully, I did too, and hopefully everyone in the newsroom did too.
All right, so right now we can still see that line of strong storms, and it's moving. It's a very long line all the way into Waco and down into San Antonio. Right now, directly over I-35. So that's usually a good mile marker for us, but right now it is directly over it. So just taking a closer look at that severe thunderstorm warning, it's in effect here for about 10 more minutes until 5:45. And we do have several counties that are under that. Looking at New Braunfels area, Kyle as well, Fair Oaks Ranch, Blanco. Right now, 281 is under that as well. Canyon Lake, Wimberley. So we are seeing, we can get in pretty tight on here. And right now we are dealing with that heavy rainfall, those lightning strikes, but the system is moving very quickly. So you can see where right now, can I pause this? I'm gonna pause this.
Real quick, Josiah said, "Dear lightning and wind, I'm trying to sleep. If only you could talk to the weather and just make that happen." No.
There's nothing better than sleeping in the rain, though.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Yeah, not severe weather. Definitely. During severe weather, stay awake and watch us online or on TV.
So we have a paused look at the radar right now. So if you're in Blanco, you are in the green, all clear. You can see where that line of showers and storms now just moving across I-35. Buda, San Marcos, Canyon Lake, Bulverda?
Yeah, Bulverde.
Bulverde. I knew that one too. Bernie now at the tail end of that, going to be out of there soon. But 281 in the downtown San Antonio area, really dealing with that lightning right now. Actually, we are able to see just how much lightning how many reported lightning flashes there have been. So this is the downtown San Antonio area, 59 reported lightning strikes. So be very careful if you are heading out. We're seeing a lot of that right along I-35 down. Is it Devine?
Devine. Yes, it's a divine town too. I haven't been there in a couple of years though. Real quick, we wanted to pop up the weather truck here. It's Ken's 5 weather truck. There you go, driving along, and you can see plenty of lightning right there. But the roads are wet, and I saw someone say on here, it's bad when the semis are going slower than the trucks, or slower than the cars. So you can see we'll have that up there periodically every now and then. And I believe they're going to be talking to us in about a minute or so for the newscast.
Yeah, look at that lightning.
I'll let you take over once again, Marina.
Sure. We're just taking a look right now. We are able to view how much precipitation we've seen in the last hour. So I'm going to go ahead. All right. So this is where we're at right now. And you can see where some of us haven't even seen any rainfall yet, and some of us have seen very little rainfall. But those areas of green, I think I have a pointer here that I can show you guys with. I think, had a pointer. Here we go. So these areas with the green, that's showing us where the heavier rainfall is. And it's just been pockets for us because that storm is moving so quickly. We haven't really had that threat for any flash flooding. But going ahead and just taking a look at how much rainfall, you can see about just over 1.5 inches of total rainfall there. Can we zoom in anymore?
Sarah commented, "How is 78257? I don't have the zip codes memorized." Sarah, tell us where that is in town, if you could. And Sonia says right now getting pounded with rain right now in New Braunfels and East Military Drive. I'm going to sit back down here. They're about to call on us for the newscast, so I'm going to join you here. Whatever you'd like to show there. Paul, I can hear Paul Morellis in my earpiece. They're going into commercial break, so we have a few minutes still. I'll just sit here and keep you company.
No, I don't mean
Why
to
not?
steal your thunder.
Oh, steal your thunder. Heard it outside. Let's see, let me get this back to this one here. There we go. Okay. Now it's back to just you. We've got about 2 minutes, and then we're going to do our hit for the newscast.
What are we talking about?
Let's see. Paul just talked about the radar, so I would think the winds would be a great thing to talk about for that, unless you want to go ahead with the warnings.
No, I mean, I will let him.
We're doing a level check right now for the newscast. This is Jeremy Baker. Level check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Talking about strong wind gusts that are now moving over us, and we're going to be dealing with that throughout the rest of. Cool.
Why don't you go ahead and take max full after a split? Can you do that? All right, we're going to get the wide shot back up here. We're talking to the director right now in the studio who's getting set up for the next segment for the news. So we've got this one here. There we go. Also adjusting our monitor here, a little behind-the-scenes stuff going on. I'll read some of these here. Where did it go? Damian Sandow said, people are asking about their zip codes. He said, what about 8675309?
We don't know zip codes. Just give us your town names.
There's that song, 8675309. Andy Alex says lightning crazy over here in 78228 area. Everyone shouting out their zip codes now. That's funny. Michelle says heavy rain, lightning, and thunder in Live Oak. Veronica says Kingsbury, Texas, wind and rain just picked up. Alyssa Alman, is it going to hail? There have been some reports of pea-sized hail, but that's with those storms up towards the New Braunfels and Kyle area. San Antonio, we haven't heard anything in San Antonio about hail, right?
No, I haven't seen any reports of any hail.
Okay. Got rain in Leon Valley. Oh, Joanne, thank you so much. We're seeing still a lot of activity here on the radar. We can hear the thunder up above. We've got that one severe thunderstorm warning that Paul mentioned just a bit ago until 5:45. But the good news is this is all moving out really quickly. So we're going to have a pretty nice day later on. Yeah,
moving east, I believe the last report was 40 miles per hour. And just taking a look at some of those wind gusts that we've been dealing with over the last hour, you can see the strongest reported wind gusts in New Braunfels, 44 miles per hour right now. So make sure you bring the trash can in. Tie down the Halloween decorations, because this isn't just for now. This is going to be an all-day event with those strong and gusty winds. But you can see what we are dealing with. I thought this was a very cool graphic to show you guys. So you're going to see green, and that is the temperatures right now. So San Antonio, 61 degrees, Bernie, 55 degrees. That's all the cool air that is now being pushed in. It's dropping temperatures, and it's getting rid of that humidity. So big change here, 81 still in Pleasanton. But that is what's happening right now, that cold air being ushered in with the system.
And I like the temperatures now from what they were a few hours ago when I stepped out the door around 2:30 or so. It was kind of so humid
it was just
and
muggy, yeah.
gross.
You could feel the moisture when you're walking out.
Not the case now, that's for sure. So we're live right now on Facebook as well. So we're going to toss it back into the studio, but you can go right back to Facebook for more weather right here. And so for now, back to you guys. All right, we are clear. So,
are we still streaming on the internet?
We are still on the internet. So, hello everybody out there in internet land. Should we go through one more radar and forecast before we turn back off for a few minutes? All right. Take away the radar. I'm going to get out of the way here and hopefully hit the right button here.
Alrighty.
There we go. Okay. So how's the radar looking? We still have that one severe thunderstorm warning, right?
How do I like frame myself up with this, I guess, right here? Okay, so.
It's hard to move with these stools.
Alrighty, so yeah, we are still right now looking at that line directly over I-35, and right now the watch that is remaining well to the north of us. You can see right above Austin there, but directly over I-35 right now. So just zooming in a bit on what is happening, it does look like that. Yes, that watch and warning expired at I-35. So currently we are not looking at any warnings over the area. However, you can see where downtown San Antonio, as well as even just the northern, more towards the hill country, dealing with a lot of reported lightning strikes right now. And we can actually zoom in on that. Just give you guys a tighter shot of what is happening. I'm gonna pause this for us. Just giving you a look at what is happening right now. We're looking at the most lightning strikes. That is right now about 410 and I-35 over San Antonio, Castle Hills area dealing with some. But what we are looking at, we can actually see just how many lightning strikes have been reported over the area. I don't like that box. I'm going to do that over again. Taking a look at just how many reported lightning strikes have happened. Number of strikes, 94. So just a few minutes ago, we had our traffic cam up, and we had a really clear image of what you guys were seeing on your roadways, or what you will be seeing if you're heading out this morning on your morning commute. And there was just constant lightning lighting up the skies. So, we actually just saw it outside of our studio right now. It is bright. So, right now, if you ever get the chance to send us your videos or pictures, make sure you're safely taking those. But we love seeing what's happening in your area right now. We're also able to see just how much precipitation that we've been dealing with. Now, this is observed accumulation, and right now what we're looking at, just to give you guys a good idea, this is the last hour. So we're seeing some areas with, you can see very, very little rainfall. Some of us seeing less than a ½ inch, but then there are other areas, Bandera, seeing about an inch in the last hour. You can see 1.6 there. So locally heavy rainfall, but again, very low flash flooding threat just because the system is moving so quickly, moving at about 40 miles east right now. So it is moving very quickly, going to continue to move out for us. But as for those wind gusts, right now, looking at New Braunfels, 43-mile-an-hour gust just reported, 37-mile-per-hour gust in San Antonio. So tie down the Halloween decorations, anything you have outside that you don't want to lose. This is going to be an all-day event when it comes to that. And also just taking a look at, I thought this was very cool. Maybe you guys will enjoy it. Dew point temperatures right now. So Amarillo, Lubbock, Midlands. That you're seeing brown, that's indicating the cool and very dry air that is now being ushered into Texas, heading into South Texas. So while we're still here in the dark green here in San Antonio, it's very quickly making its way towards us. Dry, cool air pushing out that humidity. And of course the green still indicating where that moisture lies. But that wind is ushering in much cooler and drier air that we can enjoy throughout the rest of the week. All right.
All right, I can take over with some more forecast stuff here. It looks like we have no severe thunderstorm warnings right now, so that's definitely some good news. Let's take a look here. Yeah, there are the future wind gusts. If you're looking ahead towards beyond the wet weather, the wind later today is going to be the big story, that's for sure. The wind gusts easily by 11 a.m. Notice the clock in the corner. Wind gusts in the 20 to 30 to 40 mile per hour range. So sustained winds over 20, wind gusts possibly up to 40. So like Marina was saying, tie down those Halloween decorations. I noticed when I left my house about 2:30 this morning, the neighbors have all those blow up things and they were inside. So pretty sure they were keeping track of the weather. Smart neighbors I got there. It's funny. I had a grill gazebo maybe 9 months ago. We got some bad storms and I went to every window in my house to take some video, and I went to the back window and I opened up the blinds and I'm like, where's my gazebo thing? And it blew over into the neighbor's yard because I didn't have it tied down.
Growing up, for me, it was always the trampolines in the neighborhood. You'd see them after a bad storm in the neighbor's yard next door or across the street. R.I.P. to those.
It's a new trampoline for
bit
someone.
the dust.
Yeah, a new trampoline for the neighbors, and then you have to buy another one. That happens with these winds. So keep that in mind throughout the day today. Wind gusts easily over 30 still by later this afternoon. Overnight tonight, dying down quite a bit with those wind speeds in the 10 to 20 mile an hour range. There's the cold front moving on through right now. Behind it, high pressure is going to build in, and that's going to bring us some very pleasant weather, especially as we head into the weekend. You're going to love the weekend forecast in your 7-day. It's going to be great for trick-or-treaters, any other Halloween celebrations you may be having. Thankfully, we have the vaccines now, so people can get together and do some almost back to normal with Halloween. So hopefully the trick-or-treaters have fun out there. All right, so there's the wider view on the satellite and radar. You can see that line of storms quickly pushing through. Dallas had the heaviest stuff earlier on, or at least North Texas did. Now we're seeing it down here. But again, no severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Here's your future forecast. The hour-by-hour forecast starts you out at 5:50 in the morning. Notice the clock in the corner, and that's about right now, actually. Things are dying down already in San Antonio. Heading through the morning hours, there's 7:35. A few leftover showers in our eastern counties, maybe a couple thunderstorms in our extreme eastern counties by then, but notice the western half of our area clearing out very quickly. And as we head to the afternoon, it's all sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s, low to mid 70s for highs in the hill country. So very pleasant in the afternoon, but we still have that wind. And into tomorrow morning, a crisp and cool start to the day, 50s and low 60s. Temperatures tomorrow in about the same spot for daytime highs. And there is your 7-day. We've got a high of 79 today, 78 on Thursday tomorrow. Still rather breezy to windy. Same story on Friday, a little bit cooler with a high of 76. And then the weekend is looking really good. Saturday, 82 for a high, 83 for a high on Sunday. So if you're going trick-or-treating or taking the kids out, it'll probably be in the, I would say in the 70s. The temperatures drop in the evening. And then our next chance for rain, not until next Tuesday, 20% chance and a high of 79 degrees. So no severe thunderstorm warnings right now. We just have some leftover plain ordinary thunderstorms. So we're going to sign off here. Of course, Paul Morales is on KENS 5 Eyewitness News this morning right now, and he'll have that forecast for you there. And we will pop on as conditions warrant. So for now, for Mariah Medina and myself, have a good morning.